Well, hi everybody. It's time for your Farm and Ranch news. And even though the calendar reads spring finally, and we do have a little bit of moisture headed back across our region this week, it won't be too long, and our farmers and ranchers across the region will be in the fields getting ready for this year's spring planting season. Now, with us on the program today to give us some tips ahead of the spring planting season is our Shane Arith and Ron Kessel with Helena Chemical. And Ron, I want to start with you because let's talk about how we can help farmers maximize their yields and get the most out of that soil this year to hopefully create a little bit more profitability in the pocketbook.
Well, thanks, Russell. One thing I like to see guys do is make sure they've got a good base fertility program. We're starting out with good potential for the year. We want to make sure that we're not leaving any dollars on the table. And so we want to make sure we're getting that base fertilizer of NPK out there, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. And one thing too, we don't want to forget about sulfur and some of those micronutrients. And putting that micro package in there can really enhance early season plant health and give us some disease protection later on by having a good base of overall plant health. One thing is too is your micro source. You want to use a good quality micro. You want to make sure that you're buying it from a reputable source. With commodity prices being as good as they are, there's a lot of different people out there trying to sell you something, so you want to buy from a reputable dealer. Once we got that base set and we're going into looking at some weed control options, let's look at some foliar feeds, and they can help us really maximize our program if we continue to get moisture. Going into that peak demand fill on grain, using some Coron to help foliar feed that nitrogen at that time can bring some more dollars to that bottom line.
Well, that sounds good. I'm going to switch gears now and head on over to Shane here and talk a little bit about seed treatments and insecticides, a couple of other important topics, especially this spring on the heels of a long winter and all this moisture across the region.
Yeah, with the long winter, Russell, and especially we got good moisture, we got a great start, the foundation's there, and if you don't start with a real good foundation, you're going to lag behind all year and it'll be hard to catch up. Start with good seed, foundation seed, certified seed, at least in the last couple of years. You want good seed, you want to start with a great seed treatment, not only a fungicide seed treatment. When you are putting it on, you need to be looking at insecticides. Get early control of wireworms. You might have all that fertilizer down. If you're pruning your roots and don't have a good stand, you're not going to utilize all that fertility. The other thing is, with the nice weather we've had, let's be looking at cutworm control. Be out scouting your fields and make sure you're looking for cutworms in your early crops.
All right, gentlemen. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, Russell.
I told you that 3 minutes would go by fast, didn't I?
Mine went.
Yeah, it did.
All right, some very good spring planting tips from our friends at Helena Chemical. Stay with us. We'll have those markets right after this.